Hello everyone, welcome to my channel. I hope everyone is having a wonderful day. Before starting the video, please go ahead and hit the subscribe button and give this video a like up. An extended version of part 1 of The Real Housewives of Beverly Hills Season 14 reunion just revealed Kyle Richards and Erika Jayne's hilarious attempt at getting out of filming. In Peacock's extended version of the episode, now streaming, Erika, still waiting to get into the reunion dress that gave goddess vibes, met Kyle as she sat in the glam chair getting ready for the day. When the topic of Kyle's bulging forehead vein at the Viper Room during Season 14, Episode 6 came up, the Halloween actress rolled her eyes and asked the singer, "What do we have to do to get out of today?" Erika didn't skip a beat when suggesting Kyle fake an emergency, jokingly asking, "Do you want to faint on the couch and I'll go with you to the hospital like last time?" By last time, Erika was referring to the Season 13 reunion, in which Sutton suffered a medical crisis, later diagnosed as a spell caused by exhaustion and dehydration, before having to be escorted offstage and rushed to urgent care with Garcelle Bevis by her side. Kyle grabbed Erika's arm, excited by her idea. "That's such a good idea," Kyle beamed. "Can you imagine if that happened?" Of course, given Kyle's body of work in the film industry, plus Erika's television and Broadway career, it didn't feel beyond the realm of possibility for the partners in crime to fool the rest of the cast. "I died once on Law and Order. I was 18 years old, Erika told Kyle. "I'm really good at convulsing or something. So maybe I should say, I have to go and I can't have anyone but Kyle." Of course, there wasn't any follow-through in Kyle and Erika's reunion plot, and the two sat down with there to hash out the Season 14 drama. Before the day officially started, Erika exclusively spoke with BravoTV.com backstage about what fans can expect from the reunion, including who she believed would be in the hot seat. "I think that this is a reunion about and Kyle," the pretty mess singer brazenly admitted. "There's, the Sutton of it all, and I'm sure everything will get discussed." The Season 14 reunion, Erika's 9th, was also be the first time she wore a long dress for the occasion. To see how the drama continues, watch Part 2 of the Season 14 reunion Tuesday, March 8 at 8/7C. The extended and uncensored version will stream the next day on Peacock. Plus, learn why Kyle told fans she needed 2 weeks to recover from the emotionally taxing event that saw her in the hot seat. The Real Housewives of Beverly Hills Season 14 reunion was already buzzing with tension, tears, and tables full of crystals when the cameras started rolling. But what fans didn't see was what went down in a quiet, off-camera moment backstage. The Bravo gods gave us drama aplenty in the aired footage, but sources close to production have whispered about hushed conversation between Kyle Richards and Erika Jayne. A moment of strategy, vulnerability, and just enough scandal to make even Andy Cohen raise an eyebrow. Let's set the scene. It was just minutes before the reunion officially kicked off. The women were still in glam, sipping champagne, applying final puffs of powder and swipes of gloss. But in a rare break from her usual cool composure, Kyle Richards was pacing slightly in her dressing room, her robe cinched tightly, hair in full glossy waves, her emerald reunion dress hanging nearby. Erika Jayne, already zipped into her metallic silver gown that could cut glass, slipped in quietly and shut the door behind her. "Kyle," she said, her voice low but firm. "We need to talk before we walk out there." Kyle turned, her eyes tired but alert. "About what?" she asked, although she knew. She always knows. That's the thing about Kyle. She's not always the loudest in the room, but she's often the one with the most on the line. "I think we need to get ahead of the narrative," Erika said, sliding into the velvet chair across from the full-length mirror. "You saw the trailers. You know what Sutton's gonna pull. You know what Garcelle's been hinting at in her confessionals." Kyle sat beside her, her fingers fiddling with the rhinestone edge of a clutch. "You're right," she murmured. I thought this year would be different." Erika let out a short laugh, almost bitter. "Honey, it's never different." And so began a quiet, calculated exchange, one that, had it been filmed, might have rivaled any moment actually aired on the reunion special. The women leaned in close, voices barely above a whisper, strategizing their plan to hold the line, and possibly shift it altogether. First on the agenda, addressing the Mauricio question head-on, but in Kyle's words, on her terms. "They're going to ask about the separation," Kyle said. "Mauricio's name is going to come up in the first 10 minutes. Then you control the narrative," Erika replied. "You don't let them lead. You say exactly what you want them to hear. Not a word more. If they try to bake you, pivot." Kyle gave a wry smile. "You sound like my publicist." I had enough lawsuits to know a thing or two, Erika quipped. But then, Erika's tone shifted. She stood, walked to the window, and looked out over the parking lot of the studio. There's something else, she said after a beat. An alliance. Kyle arched a brow. With who? Just you and me. Kyle blinked. You want to team up? Erika turned to her. I mean, we've had our moments. I know you don't trust easily. But if we don't stick together tonight, they're going to eat us alive. Sutton's armed with rumors. Garcelle's got receipts. And Crystal, she paused. Crystal's found her voice. Lovely. Kyle considered this. It wasn't lost on her that she and Erika had drifted in recent seasons, especially after Erika's legal woes and Kyle's marital drama created separate whirlwinds. But there was something sincere in Erika's eyes. Or maybe just desperate. Either way, Kyle nodded slowly. What do you propose? She asked. Divide and deflect, Erika said. We pick one moment to go hard on, something that makes them scramble, and then we go give them time to corner us. And what's the moment? Erika hesitated. I say we bring up the Aspen trip. Kyle's face stiffened. Erika. Not that part, Erika clarified quickly, but the conversation Crystal had with that producer off camera. The one where she said some people were protecting Kyle too much. It's hearsay, but it'll put her on defense. Kyle looked conflicted. She didn't love stirring the pot unless absolutely necessary. But this wasn't about being messy. It was about survival, reputational survival. She exhaled. I don't want to go too dark, Kyle said. This year's been hard enough. I'll take the heat. Erika offered. Let me throw the grenade. You just stand by me when the dust settles. Kyle stood, walking to the rack where her reunion dress hung. She fingered the silky fabric, thinking. It wasn't just about what was said, it was about how it looked. And if this moment between her and Erika ever saw the light of day, it would be painted either as savvy teamwork or shady scheming. She turned back to Erika. Okay, she said, we go in strong, calm, controlled. I'll follow your lead for the Crystal thing. But if it turns ugly, I'm out. Fair, Erika said. Then, with a smirk, God, I've missed plotting with you. Kyle laughed to spite herself. Let's just hope Andy doesn't see it coming. As the two women walked out of the dressing room moments later, there was a new energy between them. A whispered alliance sealed not with a handshake, but a nod, a knowing look. When the reunion started, they were poised. Erika struck first, bringing up the Crystal comment with casual venom. Kyle followed with an eyebrow raise and a cutting aside. The others were momentarily off balance, and for the first 20 minutes, Kyle and Erika were a united front, two seasoned housewives in the midst of a silent war strategy. Of course, Bravo didn't air any of this backroom conversation. The audience never saw the whispered pep talk, the moment of unlikely reconnection, or the tactical plotting between two of RHOBH's most complicated figures. But if you watched closely, if you really watched the reunion, you could feel it. In the way Kyle didn't flinch when Erika got aggressive, in the way Erika deflected when Kyle's marriage was brought up, in the subtle, silent nod they exchanged during a commercial break. Because in Beverly Hills, alliances aren't always forever. But when they're real, even for a moment, they can be powerful enough to change the entire game. The glam was set. Crystals gleamed on Versus gowns. The tension in the air was as thick as a Beverly Hills Botox appointment book. The Real Housewives of Beverly Hills Season 14 reunion had cameras rolling, Andy Cohen perched in his moderator throne, and every housewife ready to defend their honor or destroy someone else's. But what fans didn't see was a whispered moment during a break, away from the glaring lights and relentless accusations, when Kyle Richards and Erika Jayne pulled off to the side, stilettos clacking softly against the glossy studio floor. A boom mic operator, who may or may not be paid enough for the emotional trauma, swore they weren't mic'd, but a roll cop mic picked up everything. Everything.